There is one difference between what I prefer to make and very often what you see, and that is to convey visually certain elements in storytelling that transfers itself to the mind of the audience.
Alfred Hitchcock was born in London on the 13th of August, 1899. He grew to become one of the world's most well-known directors. Hitchcock was a true artist in the sense that he often pursued his muse even when projects without obvious commercial promise were not supported by the studios. But he always balanced the occasional experimental flop with plenty of mainstream hits. He didn't care that his obsession with genre elements that are so prized as commercially safe today were not approved by the Hollywood establishment, which deemed them as B-movies. He proved the suits wrong over and over again, because he understood better than any filmmaker, perhaps until Steven Spielberg, what audiences really want. Clearly, he enjoyed shocking and frightening them. The film Psycho was originally contracted to be produced, financed, and distributed by Paramount Studios. The film proved too controversial, and so Paramount only gained the distribution rights, whilst Hitchcock financed and produced the film himself. The film was widely successful, an infamous and timeless example of successful artistic piece. Because of the lack of a big corporation to control the production of this film, it was a personal masterpiece by Hitchcock and proved extremely popular. It proved that intervention by studios wasn't always necessary to produce a financial hit. Hitchcock's probably most famous film is an illustration of this. References to the famous shower scene have been used many times before. Psycho does not only rank amongst the best film of all time, but it also belongs to a group of films that are the most important from a perspective of filmmaking and popular culture as well. The film set a new level of acceptability for violence, deviant behavior, and sexuality in American films, which subsequently brought the same topics to a wide public discussion. Alfred Hitchcock is a household name, who directed more than 50 films. He was in front of the camera as often as he was behind it, making cameo appearances, starring in Alfred Hitchcock Presents, rendering himself as much of a star as his actors. To this day, Hitchcock is still an iconic filmmaker that a lot of directors still look up to.